Hi, so today the former First Lady of Ghana, Her Excellency Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings goes home. And it is very impactful all that she has done in her life as we celebrate her, the things that she has done for the Ghanaian woman and then all women across the globe. We celebrate her for her courage. We celebrate her for her perseverance. We celebrate her, especially looking at the times that she pushed for the rights of women in building schools all over Ghana, primary education, secondary education, the effects that she has made. And then also with women owning property, how she basically fronted that particular movement to get to get us women to this day that we are able to to own properties and to also have a say in our households, in our community, in national politics, and all over Ghana. I think that is commendable. Now, I watched this video. Let's watch it, and then we'll be back.
The odds that you exist are almost zero. Statistically, you shouldn't be here at all. Every ancestor in your bloodline had to survive disease, disaster, and war. Two people had to meet at the exact moment they did. One sperm out of hundreds of millions had to reach one egg. And that had to happen every generation without a single break for billions of years of evolution. Miss one connection, one heartbeat, one decision, and you vanish from history. Scientists once calculated the probability of you being born as 1 in 10 to the power of 2,685,000, a number so impossible.
I think that the impact of her life and knowing very well that as humans, our being here, it's mostly coincidental, accidental. If you are a faith person, then you say that God willed it, right? Looking at the video that we've looked at. You as a woman, and this is why I talk to women, you as a woman, your life must be impactful. Today we celebrate Her Excellency Nana Konadu because of her impactful life. She chose for her life to have a purpose. She could have just said, well, I'm First Lady, and well, what else is there? Let me just live my soft life, and then nobody will be celebrating her today. But we are celebrating her because she chose to be different. I have said I wanted to be different before. A video that Jessica Safaro did about being different, and I posted it and I got bashed. How dare I say that I want to be different? But in this life, you must be purposeful. Your life has to be different. Products, we talk about differentiation of products. How much more women, right? How much more human? So instead of being the victim, instead of being the one that allow yourself to be abused, because see, there will always be abusers. And you have to be willing to put yourself in that position for someone to abuse you and to continue to abuse you. The first time could be accidental, but it shouldn't continue, right? And the one thing that will give you a voice, will give you a backing, is economic freedom. And Nana Konadu makes sure that she gave so many women, under the 31st December Women Movement, so many women economic freedom and the power to speak. So today, you do not have any excuse not to, partake in that freedom that the people that have come before us have fought for, right? 2 years ago, I wouldn't be doing this, talking to women about empowerment, about the ability to speak. It's more of something that my good friend Akofa would have. I see her to do. I don't know why she's doing it, though I hope and pray for her that one day she's able to speak to women and about women freedom and empowerment. But it is important that you have a voice. Use it. It is important that you realize that you have agency And you must actively use that agency for your own liberation and for the liberation of your children and your children's children, right? If you know single women, I was raised by my grandmother, and if she didn't have the means, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Because when I had to go to secondary school, my dad sent a message to her that he is sorry he cannot pay my school fees. And my grandmother had to look for the money, borrow money all over the place to send me to school. So women empowerment, economic freedom for women, the ability for women to be different, to differentiate themselves, to build themselves up. It's not something that is up for debate. And I particularly celebrate Nana Konadu because if today we talk about women empowerment, and some of us are branded, some of us are called unprintable names and whatnot and what for. Then what about her at the time that she was fighting for women? You can imagine the obstacles, the hatred, the whatnot, basically to stop her. I have had colleague lecturers who are male say to my face that as long as we men continue to lead, be in position of leadership, the total liberation of women will never be realized. Because for them, it's about control. It's about having slaves, modern day slaves, willing slaves, right? It's not all men though. It's some that are narrow-minded, that have refused to see the impact, the benefits of women having their own space, women having the ability to do. And do not be part of the statistics. I won't be part of it. And I hope that in choosing our spouses, even if you decide not to choose, and whoever you are having relationship with, they are empowered as much as you are empowered. And it's only in that empowerment that you are choosing people who are empowered. So there are people that have come before us who have set the stage. And the generations to come will hold us accountable if we, the women of this generation, are unable to do anything meaningful, impactful with our lives. So moving from victim to victor, that should be our mandate. That should be the only thing that we fight for. Women with purpose. We celebrate the life of Nana Konadu, Her Excellency, and even as she goes home, we will take up the mantle, all of us, all women, all men inclusive, as we continue to work to empower women, especially economically. Empower yourself economically, make your own money, have your own money, but at the same time know how to manage that money yourself, and also know how to build assets, properties for yourself and manage them for yourself. That is how you bring total liberation to yourself and to your children and to your family and to your spouses and to every other person and to all strangers that you meet. All right, so rest in peace. I know that we're supposed to be sad, but we cannot be sad because this is a woman that has done so much, that has lived a purposeful life. And at the end of the day, when we all are laid to rest, I hope that we will all say that we have lived a purposeful life. See you in the next one. Bye.